Let's begin by getting oriented on the system map. We said in an earlier session that our organization is comprised of 5 systems. A membership system for meeting the needs of all of our stakeholders, a system for making decisions, a value system that informs the culture, and a learning system to generate and distribute knowledge. There is also a system of interactions that supports the other 4. Our focus today, empathy mapping, is part of the learning system. Remember we said the problem in the learning system is how to empower people in the classroom with the freedom to implement change while maintaining the stability of knowing we're all on the same page. We learned that we can move through that false dichotomy through adaptation. Empathy mapping is one way to inform adaptation in the design of instruction. Using soft data like empathy maps, together with hard data, gives us a more complete picture of who our students really are so we can provide them with the best instruction possible. At Interact, we use the term instructional design in place of lesson planning. Design implies choice. Design integrates the parts of a lesson into a meaningful whole. In the learning system, the whole is the instructional core. The instructional core is not a program or a curriculum. The instructional core consists simply of students, teachers, and content. The relationship between them represents the values of beauty, goodness, and truth. When designing lessons, it is common to think about the content first and then decide on the delivery. The focus on these 2 pieces of the triangle causes us to miss the beauty of what we're doing sometimes. One way to reconnect with our original passion for teaching is to consider our students more deeply. Demographic changes, cultural changes, and policy changes have all impacted our perspectives of students. Although students should not be the only origin of instructional design, their perspectives can open our minds and hearts to new ideas. We've had the privilege of working with educators who have discovered that the students in their classrooms are not merely red, yellow, or green. They are not A, B, or C students. They are the biggest untapped resource in education. In a district in North Carolina, teachers were frustrated with the number of incomplete assignments, both homework and classwork. They tried rewards and consequences. They tried lecturing. They tried notes and calls to home. Nothing seemed to work until they discovered the triangle and how student input might help them. They surveyed their students to find the vital behaviors that supported getting the work done. The kids chose peer mentors. The teachers began to question the assignments. They asked students to attend grade level meetings and give feedback. Both students and teachers shared what they were doing with their parents. They formed teams. They graphed their progress. In 3 months, the percentage of completed assignments went from 30% to 70%, with a significant improvement in quality. Our challenge is to develop sound understanding of who exactly our students are and to create urgency around what they need. Another challenge is to determine which students to consider and for which purposes. One way to begin thinking differently about our students is by using this empathy map. The empathy map was developed by a visual thinking company called Explain. We adapted it for the classroom and have found that it helps teachers go beyond students' demographic information or test scores to develop a better understanding of who our students are as people. Study after study shows that the #1 motivator for students in the classroom is the feeling that the teacher sincerely cares about them. The instructional core is a triangle. We can raise the bar on standards, we can improve our teaching methods, but it will all be for naught if we fail to change the way we interact with the people we are trying to reach.